evening, fans, and welcome to Clothier Field Stadium on the campus of Swarthmore College for tonight's Centennial Conference finale between Haverford College Forwards and your Swarthmore College Garnet. Before we introduce tonight's starting lineup, we would like to honor the senior class of the Swarthmore College Garnet. Combined, this class has a record of 61, 13, and 5, and is currently holding the all-time winning percentage for our class at 80% over 4 years. They are also currently tied for the all-time record for wins by a class, with games still remaining this season, and have had the fewest losses all-time for a Swarthmore team. This senior class has outscored their opponents by a 4-1 margin, generating over 200 goals in 4 years. They won the 2017 Centennial Conference Championship, have been to the NCAA tournament 3 straight seasons, and went all the way to the NCAA Elite 8 in 2015. To boot, they have accomplished many things individually in their time here. Tonight we would like to honor them and their families as proud members of the Garnet women's soccer family. First up is goalkeeper and computer science major Amy Schmoys from Ithaca, New York. She is accompanied by her mom Eva Tardos and dad David Schmoys. Unfortunately, her sister Rebecca Schmoys couldn't be in attendance this evening. Amy has logged over 3,500 minutes between the pipes for the Garnet in her career and has a .86 goals against average in that time. She has been a part of a goalkeeper corps that has averaged over 10 shutouts per year for the last 4 years, which works out to be over half of the 78 games they've played. Give it up for number 0, Amy Schmoys. Next up, Melissa Curran hails from Sunrise, Florida, and is being accompanied by her parents, Steve and Joyce. Unfortunately, her sister and her cat, Lulu, couldn't be in attendance tonight. Additionally, Mel's former club coach and wife have also come back to watch her on her college senior night. Mel is a biology major and psychology minor. She has played as an outside back for Swarthmore and is a 2-time all-conference and all-region defender who has started in 72 games here at Swarthmore. Number 5, Melissa Curran. Soccer forward and biology major Marin McCoy from Denver, Colorado, is being accompanied by her dad Matt McCoy, mom Danica Larson, and sister Maya McCoy. Marin is the most decorated player to wear the Garnet jersey. She currently holds the career points, 137, goals, 52, and assists, 33, record at Swarthmore, and was the 2017 Conference Player of the Year, the 2015 Conference Rookie of the Year, a 2-time All-American, as well as a Scholar All-American. Number 11, Marin McCoy. Center back Yasmin Namazi from Los Angeles, California, is being accompanied by her mom Giselle and dad Ali. Yasmin is a political science major, double minoring in Latin American studies and peace and conflict studies, with professional interests in fair and affordable housing reform for U.S. metro areas. She has anchored this backline's historic run over the last 4 years, having played in 65 games and has garnered first-team all-conference and all-region honors. Number 28, Yasmin Namazi. Last but not least is Caroline Coates from Salt Lake City, Utah. She's being accompanied by her mom, Jane Coates, and sister, Jacqueline. Caroline is majoring in English literature with a minor in art history. Caroline came to Swarthmore as a forward, but made the transition to outside defender in her sophomore year. She not only made that transition with ease, she has become one of the best in the conference during her tenure, having played in 70 games for the Garnet. She has 7 assists and has received second-team all-conference recognition. Number 7, Caroline Coates. And let's give it up one more time for the senior class. And now let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting forwards, a senior midfielder from Maple Glen, Pennsylvania, number 3. A senior defender from Bexley, Ohio, number 6, Kelly Brown. A junior defender from Bethesda, Maryland, number 9, Lindsay Whitkin. A senior forward from Ponte Verde, Florida, number 12, Grace Mathis. A senior forward from Bethesda, Maryland, number 17, Sydney West. A junior defender from Arlington, Massachusetts, number 18, Kendra Griezmann. A senior midfielder from Brooklyn, New York, number 21, Katie Safter. A senior defender from Drexel Hill, Pennsylvania, number 23, Abby Crowley. A sophomore midfielder from Minneapolis, Minnesota, number 26, Emily Thyssen. A junior forward from Chambersburg, Pennsylvania, number 30, Leanne Ludwig. And in goal for the forwards, a junior from New York, number 0, Julie Hahn. The forwards are coached by Jamie Schneck, assisted by Matt Philman, Nina Morano, Nicolette Miller, and Katie Van Aken. And now, fans, it's time to meet the starting lineup for your Swarthmore Gauntlet. A junior midfielder from Washington, D.C., number 2, Sydney Kovitz. The senior defender from Sunrise, Florida, number 5, Melissa Curran. A senior defender from Salt Lake City, Utah, number 7, Caroline Coates. A sophomore forward from Swarthmore, Pennsylvania, number 9, Lizzie King. A senior forward from Denver, Colorado, number 11, Marin McCoy. A junior midfielder from Charleston, South Carolina, number 12, Maddie Cairns. A junior forward from Downington, Pennsylvania, number 16, Brittany Wiederhold. A junior midfielder from Manasquan, New Jersey, number 22, Seneca Kingurzo. A senior defender from Los Angeles, California, number 28, Yasmin Namazi. A junior defender from Oakland, California, number 31, Eleanor Moser. And in goal for the Garnet, a senior from Ithaca, New York, number 0, Amy Schmoys. Swarthmore is coached by Todd Ankaitis. He's assisted by Reba McGeer and Michelle Jaquette. Swarthmore College joins the NCAA in the Centennial Conference in promoting good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We ask for your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Profanity, racial, or sexist comments or other intimidating actions directed at officials, student athletes, coaches, or team representatives will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the site of competition. Thank you, and enjoy the game.
That was like my halftime ritual. Like halftime I'd go play soccer and like rip the jewels. And like among us drop another $50.
You say that now.
I don't want it that bad. I'm finding like one of those like $20. Oh. Yeah.
For Soren.
For the Sorns are good.
Yeah, Soren.
What class are you?
Junior.
I don't know. I've got
Good evening, fans, and welcome to the Garnet Sports Network for potentially the Sorry about that. Welcome to the Garnet Sports Network for potentially, though hopefully not, the ultimate game of the Swarthmore College women's soccer team here at Clothier Field Stadium. Tonight they're taking on the Haverford College Forwards in the regular season finale here on the Garnet Sports Network, and it's Haverford Day, it's Senior Day, and it's homecoming weekend, so it's a big collection.
It's a big day.
Of days. Yes, it is a big day. My name is Jacob Brady, joined by Lauren Savo and Santi Caicedo.
Hello, hello.
What's up?
Great to have you on the broadcast as usual.
I've missed it.
Trying out the triumvirate broadcast team. See how this works. So Swarthmore coming into this game ranked number 21. They do have a shot at hosting the first two rounds of the NCAA tournament, depending on how the conference playoffs go. They have secured their spot and will be traveling down the road to Baltimore, Maryland to take on, I don't know who the third seed is right now. Maybe McDaniel, I want to say.
Well, they're going to Hopkins, right?
Yes, they're going.
Yeah.
They will be playing at Hopkins.
Just like
Hopkins
last year.
is the number one seed, and they pulled out a win there.
Yes,
so.
we did. That was the
That's
best
true.
game
Yes,
ever.
you were on that.
I was
team.
on that team. It was amazing.
Pass goes back to Moser. She will look probingly over the top, but it's headed away by a Haverford defender. Mazi, uncharacteristic mistake from her. Kovitz has got it in the midfield. She's dropping back a little deeper in replacement of Amy Harris here tonight.
Haverford's going to come out strong. They always do against us.
Yeah, we spent the first 10 minutes here tonight celebrating the accomplishments of all the seniors. We have the three on the back line of Melissa Curran, Caroline Coates, and Yasmin Namazi, who have been fantastic in their career here. In addition, Amy Schmoys as the goalie was playing in a platoon her sophomore year after Reba McGeer graduated and eventually solidified the starting role after the end of that season. Has not given up since Wiederhold.
Let's get in there, Britt. Let's go.
Go out of bounds. The back, it'll be a goal kick. Haverford initially thought it was a corner. Obviously, you can't forget about the accomplishments of Marin McCoy, who has just aren't enough superlatives to describe how she's played for the Garnet in her career. 53 goals.
Nice.
Or 52 goals, 33 assists, and she's the all-time leading scorer for the Garnet, both on goals and assists, and this is a down year for her, in which I think she's only scored 9 times. So just the sheer production out of her has been unrivaled. Yeah, 9 goals, 5 assists.
I think her presence on the field just speaks volumes to her as a player as well, too. She's very strong up there, and she's very much a leader with her play and her voice.
Absolutely. I mean, even in her, let's say her worst quote-unquote games, she still does a lot in the build-up.
Right.
Maybe you won't get in the score sheet, but she'll really kind of shake some heads.
Right. Oh, it keeps me on my toes 24/7. That would have been a good play if that went through.
Tried to flick it ahead to Lizzie King there, who has also had a fairly quiet year, at least compared to last year when she was an all-conference selection. Has scored 4 times this season, no assists.
It's fun and interesting to see how players change and grow throughout their years here. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely seeing pressure from Haverford early on here.
I could be wrong, but I thought Haverford, like, I feel like they see us as a very big rival, which
Yes, they do.
Yeah, so which speaks to this extra pressure I think that we're feeling and that we're fully seeing on the field.
This is one of the Centennial Conference rivalries, of course. This is, as I said during our previous transmission of the men's soccer game, this is El Clasico. This is the Argentinian Derby. This is the most important game on both Swarthmore and Haverford's schedule every season.
Settle out.
I think we view the Hopkins games as pretty big too.
Yeah, I feel like traditionally it has been Haverford.
Oh wait!
It's good. It's a shot.
Oh, it's still there. Oh, Marin, use your body. Yes. Oh, my goodness. Okay, that was fun. I'm here for that. Let's watch it again.
Powerful shot there with the left foot, but...
Oh, here comes Marin.
I mean, perfect pass by Lizzie King there to
very
pick out
well
Cairns.
saved by the keeper.
Oh, those are the moments I live for. Bounce in the middle. It's going to get us. Ah, she's fast.
Sideline, yeah.
Who is?
Oh, but offsides.
Ah, there you
Called
go.
there.
Those offsides will always get ya.
I don't know. I'm not sure if she was actually offsides there. Looked like she was.
Let's see. Oh, no.
Missed the replay, yeah.
Dang.
It looks
I want
like
a replay for that replay.
she definitely had a step on Coates, but I thought she was behind Namazi and Moser.
Good little flick by Lizzie to help it go on.
Be cleared, but it settles at the feet of King once again. McCoy's got it, but blocks it out of bounds. Thrown for the Fords.
Good stuff, Sen. Oh, nice. Handball.
Handball called in the midfield.
Ooh.
Concurso tried to take it.
But I don't think that's
Quickly
allowed.
there.
Yeah.
Well, you are allowed to step in front of the ball so that a quick free kick isn't taken.
Oh.
And then the referee will enforce distance, and the kick can only be taken after the whistle.
There you go. Thank you, Santi.
So good job there by the forward defender to
Yeah.
That's a
stop the
beautiful
Oh,
ball for Moser, and it's
Man.
free kick called for the Fords.
That's always the thing, is there support once that ball deflects off the defense? And here, well, just no one saw that coming.
McCoy collided there with Julie Hans, the junior goalkeeper from New York.
And she will
Yes.
boot
good.
this
Ooh.
off the head of King. McCoy's got it.
Looks like King maybe got hit in the head.
Kovitz making a run. Kingurzo tried to put it over the top of her, but a little bit too much. And so Hans will get rid of it. Curran is there. Wiederhold. Not sure. Actually, yeah, she's her fourth start of the season
Yeah.
here tonight.
I hope she fulfills my dream of someone playing her the ball and her running and just scoring out of some rocket that she puts on the back of the net.
Oh, and a mistake there. Coates trying to get
Oh,
around the edge.
yes.
It'll be a throw-in for the
Wow.
Garnet.
Referee says no handball after there were claims coming from the bench, the stands everywhere.
Yeah, the crowd is pretty rowdy tonight. It's nice. Lots of bodies out there.
Another throw-in for the Garnet will be taken once again by Coates. Actually, she'll give it to Kingurzo this time. Karen's trying to flick it into the box. Out of bounds. Another Garnet thrown. As they try to work it off the sideline. I thought she was taking just a huge run up there for a sec. Kingurzo trying to put it into the box. Able to get back to it. Plays back to Coates, who will let it settle for Namazi.
You just have to settle and find feet.
Namazi looking for Wiederhold. Might have taken.
Ooh.
Zach's blocked it forward, it down into the corner.
Okay, Brittany, I see you.
Oh, wow, she kept it in.
Oh. Hey,
And
we'll take it.
It's a throw-in for the Garnet.
I feel something good right now. Let's see.
Be taken by Curran.
Okay.
And
Maybe soon.
out of
maybe soon.
bounds, yeah. Maybe the next time around.
Yeah.
So Hans will prepare to get rid of it once again. So go back now, going
Good
around the edge is
defending.
Ludwig.
Yes, yes.
Namazi still with
Yes,
it. Wow.
yes. That is senior Yasmin Namazi.
Wiederhold, but that's taken away from her in the midfield by Crowley. And now they're looking up ahead for Mathis. And Namazi will play it out the side to stop the attack. But it'll be a throw-in for Abby Crowley. Ludwig. Oh, but that's played out of bounds off of Curran. It'll be a corner kick for the Fords as they earn the first corner of the game.
All right, let's see if we can get this out of here early.
Be the leg of Sydney West on the delivery.
Ooh.
Oh, that's how. Oh.
We thought.
Powerful
Wow.
header.
We thought. What great direction she was able to turn that into.
I really did not expect much to come out of this corner. Swarthmore has a very remarkable size throughout their lineup, but really a powerful header there by, I think, Kendra Griezmann.
Yep.
Oh, well.
That
No wonder
ball-
she's playing well. I mean, her last name is Griezmann. World Cup winner.
Standing at 5'9", so tied for the tallest on the Haverford roster.
The ball was also beautifully placed.
Wiederhold.
Oh, here comes Sydney.
Looking for space on the sideline. She'll
Not today.
push around. Touched out of bounds, though, by Emily Thyssen.
Now, it's definitely an interesting start to the game. I mean, in the other games I've commentated for the women's team, they've been exceptionally dominant almost from the whistle. And while it's very arguable that they've been the better team, clearly Haverford
Selecki.
is not going down without a fight today.
Yeah, they're coming to play. It'll make this game exciting.
Ludwig was making a run there, but Eleanor Moser playing it out the side. Haverford will have another throw, and they have done well to really control possession in the attacking half so far this game. It's volleyed back into the box. Kovitz clear up ahead. And now here's Lizzie
look at
King.
her go.
Making a
Look at her
run.
go. Ah,
Lizzie can't get her head
that's
up.
okay. Look, there's Britt.
make
There's
the
Britt.
pass.
Oh, man.
Yeah, she had Kovitz
Wow.
as well.
All right. Come on, SWAT. You got this. We just got to get it back.
Yeah, King really had a lot of opportunities to pass. McCoy made a great run there, just couldn't get her head up and find her. That's a great
King
run
coming
though
around
there
the
by
edge.
King.
She's got McCoy in the middle and just too far.
For a second, I thought that had touched off the Haverford defender.
A little bit of a
Must have been wrong.
heavy touch there by King as it goes out the back. Couldn't find McCoy or Wiederhold in the middle of the box. And so it'll be a goal kick for Hans. And Namazi does well to clear that one away. Kingurzo coming forward. She's got it. Far sideline. Try to push it in towards the middle, but no white jersey on the other end for the Garnet.
Oh, that was a good little string.
Karen's into space for Kingurzo.
Ooh.
Her pass gets blocked, but Coates will push it up the sideline for King. She
Wow,
gets
they just came on her.
double-teamed,
Yeah. There you go.
She will win the throw-in for the Garnet. Taken by Coates. She's got Kingurzo open short. We'll play it to Karen's instead. Kovitz will come back for it.
Nice.
So pushes it through the contact.
Yeah.
And the goalie will come out to wrap up that loose ball.
Appears like a vastly different formation for the Garnet than what I'm accustomed to seeing. Typically, we play with a 4-4-2 and 2 forwards, being Lizzie King and obviously Marin McCoy. It appears like today we're playing with a 4-3-3 with Seneca Kingurzo and Maddie Cairns as the holding midfielders, and Sydney Kovitz playing a more central role, while Wiederhold and King play as wingers.
King can't quite keep that in right near midfield. Settled down, but Kingurzo has got it back for the Garnet. Kovitz probing ball over the top. And this will be led comfortably out of bounds by forwards.
You know, I wonder, like, Haverford has so much energy and they're using it all. I wonder if it would be helpful instead of kicking those long ball in the backs like we keep doing, instead of but rather drawing them out and getting out wide and just passing amongst each other. I wonder if that's something they'll talk about at halftime.
That's definitely true.
Yeah.
At the same time, maybe they just kind of want to make the forwards run as much as possible. Looking back at the men's game against Penn State Alberton, they really were facing a lot of pressure the entire game and ended up winning 4-1 because they just ran out of legs in the second half. Maybe something similar could happen in today's match.
Schmoy is coming off her line to wrap up that loose ball as Ludwig.
Schmoy's another senior who was honored tonight.
And she will boot it away. Kingurzo trying to get her head underneath. She flicks forward. And a foul there in the collision between, I believe, Coates and, I want to say, Sydney West. It'll be a free kick.
I remember the last game I commentated for the women, Seneca Kingurzo just appeared to win every single header in midfield. And it was really something that helped the Garnet set the tone because she would just win possession for the team every single time.
There she is again, but it gets away from Curran.
We would do these heading drills during practice, and we'd always see who could beat Sen, because if you can beat Sen, then you can do what she does in the middle of the game. But no one does it quite like her. She's really good at that.
Namazi leads that out of bounds to set up the goal kick for Schmoys. Play it short for Moser. On the ground, Cairns. And a little bit short of King. Thrown down the sideline, goes to West.
Oh, that's going to come here.
Kingurzo flicks it ahead from the midfield and just Crowley a little bit too aggressive.
Oh, she's got it. She's got it.
Poorly timed there by Crowley trying to reach that.
Britt is good at using her body.
And
Grace Mathis gets laid out by Wiederhold.
Yep. What is going on?
Yeah, initially the assistant referee called for a Garnet throw, and then he was overturned by the head ref. On that errant pass there.
That's a good idea.
By Safter goes out the side. Now it's a throw-in for the Garnet. Namazi.
Ooh.
Got underneath that, and McCoy can't quite catch up to it. And this will be kept in near sideline by Crowley. And back to Schmoys. Moser. Plays it on the ground once again. King trying to spin onto it. And out of bounds. Thrown for the Fords. Pushed up ahead. Good defense by Moser
See
there.
if Marin can get this. Wow, look at her go. She's really trying to do that high pressure. It's hard to do it by yourself.
Push through. Kingurzo's got in the midfield. Play it to King. And here goes King, and she gets blocked.
Haverford's looking good today.
Yeah, it's easy to tell that this has been like an even match. Typically 20 minutes into the match like we are now, Swarthmore has 6, 7, 8 shots on goal. Right now, each team has a single shot on goal. Really just showing, I don't know if it's just a great performance by the players or a combination of great planning by their coach, but Haverford's women's team is not coming here to lose.
Yeah. Karen's pass too strong for McCoy. It'll be a throw-in for Haverford. Going up the sideline, but McCoy gets her head on it. Moser trying to clean up. Looking over the top once again. There's some speed from Hannah Crapes.
Yeah. What a great last name.
From Rye, New York. It's right next to where I live.
Whoop.
Coming out is Mariana Selecki, who appears to have been wearing a face mask throughout the game. Must have broken her nose previously, something like that.
Yeah, she had a nice pass to lead on Ludwig earlier on, and she's had some good
space. Ooh, good ball there.
Yeah.
Coates. I chase it down at the sideline. It'll go out of bounds off of her as she was pressured by Sydney West there, throwing for the Fords.
What's going to be interesting to see is this battle between the Swarthmore forward line and the back line of the Fords, because they both have some size, some strong players. On the other hand, the Fords seem to have pacier forwards, really not. So Moser and Amazi might have a little bit of an advantage there in the strength category.
Wiederhold and King have switched sides as Karen tried to play in King, though she was a step off. Maybe trying to take advantage more of the defense. They had failed to open up Lizzie King down the far sideline. See if maybe she can get some better touches. Actually in the middle now with McCoy on the left.
Yeah, it just seems like all three are kind of switching around, interchangeable. They're all, I believe, naturally center forwards, but they can. But Marin McCoy, I've seen in other games, has shown an ability on the wing, and clearly all three must have some degree of comfort in all positions, because this kind of interchangeability that we see could cause a lot of problems for that Haverford defense.
Yeah, we've definitely seen that she loves to cut in from the side of the 18 onto that right foot. Moser's got it. Namazi. Just a quick pass back to Moser, and they'll go ahead to Kovitz. See, the one issue with playing Kovitz in such a deep role is you don't have the opportunity for those deep balls that you put into the corner, and you just let her chase them.
Yeah.
Which is something that's beautiful to watch.
Absolutely agree.
Ooh, that's a nice play by Yaz.
I mean, Kovitz's pace, I feel, is wasted a little on that central role. If, just the way you see her play on the wing, she is relentless. And I feel in the center midfield position, where it's a little more crowded, she may not be able to use her skill set efficiently.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of a giveaway there as try the back pass to Coates. Instead, it'll be a throw-in for the forwards inside the attacking third. 25 minutes elapsed here in this final regular season game. Curran passes forward. McCoy leads it to
good
Kovitz
play.
in space. Can King chase it down? Yes,
She
she'll.
has so many people around her.
Yeah, they're definitely.
Yeah.
She's attracting a lot of attention.
It's tough to play through.
This Haverford defense has been absolutely swarming.
Moser to Namazi.
Good decision.
McCoy, and
Oh,
she'll
can
leave
it
it off
work
for
out?
King. Here
Come on,
comes
Lizzie.
King. Has no help at the moment.
We'll
Tried
take
to
it.
cut it back. It'll be a corner for the Garnet. Lizzie King winning the first corner of the evening for Swarthmore.
If she had been able to reach that ball earlier, she could have latched onto it with her left for a shot there. Instead, of try to give it more time and put in a cross. Still drew the corner, so this will be. There you see, more Meeseeks and another costume which I do not recognize.
Oh,
It's
nice.
headed down across goal. Cleared away.
So it looks like Maddie Cairns came off.
Yeah, is that 4 Mr. Meeseeks now?
There's 4 Mr. Meeseeks and some other shirtless men with their bodies painted blue doing squats.
Oh, I had no idea what you all were talking about until
yes.
now.
It's the lacrosse team.
It is Halloween weekend here,
Yes.
so that would explain that, hopefully.
Curran pressured by Mathis. And now Kingurzo has gotten the midfield. Out wide for McCoy.
Tried to play McCoy through a little,
Ah.
pass it a little behind her.
Megan
Slow
Ro-
down the attack. Good
Okay,
ball there
Oh,
by
okay.
King
McCoy.
into the middle.
Ah,
Just gets bodied
How
off
do
the ball.
do we need more people? What is it? Maybe.
There I feel is just she focused so hard on using her body against the defender,
Yeah.
she forgot to control the ball.
Yeah.
And it rolled to the second defender.
Let's see if we can cut it off. Okay, good pressure.
Will be Garnet throwing. Coates goes to Moser. Now Namazi. Try to push forward to Ruoff, or yes. Kingurzo, Ruoff trying to get underneath, but too tall for her. Out of bounds, throw in for.
I won't lie, I'm a bit
Coates.
surprised Ruoff came in for Karen's. Just kind of observing the game so far, I probably would have replaced one of the wingers right now with Ruoff and dropped her into midfield and put Kovitz at that winger position, allow her to really run loose on that wing.
Why do you think that would have been a better choice?
I just feel that Kovitz right now is a bit restricted in that center midfield role. And when she's given the added space that is the sideline, less bodies, she can really work her magic.
Yeah, I would agree.
Oh, it's a volley, and it's in the back of the net.
And Haverford take the
Haverford
lead.
is going crazy right now.
I think that was Katie Safter.
They are really happy. That just shows to you how much they want that.
That half volley there by Katie Safter, an absolute rocket.
I mean, there's just such quality in that shot, and absolutely nothing that Schmoys can do there to deal
Yeah.
with that power.
As you can see, SWAT's having a huddle right now. Probably talking about what they need to do to get back together.
Checking in now, Sophia Stills for Lizzie King, who has not really been able to influence the game as much as she have liked to this point.
Yeah, I mean, and I think going into this game, we sort of expected it to be a fairly comfortable win. Haverford, I want to say, was only 4-5 on their season coming in, so Definitely not, you know, of the highest quality of opponent that the Garnet have played, but they find themselves in an
Yeah,
early
that's
1-0
pretty cool.
hole here.
Difficult shot to save, but
Yeah, really
Schmoys will
difficult.
probably be kicking herself as it seemed that she was able to make contact with it before it went in.
So let's see if there's an energy change up top with Sophia Stills. She's strong and she's fast. It's just important to not let this goal bog them down.
Yeah,
I had a
absolutely.
teammate on my team once coined the term, well, I don't know if she did, but she used it all the time. Emotion is your enemy. So,
See,
let's see.
I always hear the opposite of that.
Guess it depends on
Yeah.
what context we're talking
That's
it
true.
in. Normally, I would say emotion isn't, but with all the stuff I do, but here it could be.
McCoy looking for Wiederhold. It's just kept in near mid, or actually will drift out of bounds.
Here's a replay of that
One
goal.
more. A little bit of slow motion there, and yeah, it just
Yeah.
went.
She touched it, it looked like, maybe.
It's like a little bit slow to get her hands up there and maybe just brushed off of her fingers.
Who scored that on Haverford again?
Safter, number 21.
Right.
Senior midfielder. It's also possible that the Garnet aren't putting too much stock into this game, already qualified for the playoffs. They may just be looking ahead to their next opponent. That's something you never want to do.
I don't think that's the mindset they went in with.
No, it definitely, you know, started everybody who you'd expect. And I think you see good intensity out of the Garnet. Just they're struggling, and there's a foul. But on
that's on Brit?
Wiederhold.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And oh no, that was an interesting call there because it appeared that it had been number 18, Kendra Griezmann, who earlier had that rocket header, who charged in there.
Yeah.
This kick will be delivered by Thyssen, I believe. That is indeed a 6. Namazi fighting for it there with Ludwig and wins the throw-in for the Garnet. Taken by Curran. McCoy tried to drift back there, but away from the ball. Moser boots it ahead. Wiederhold not able to get underneath. Now she has it. Tries to knock it down for Ruoff. And here comes Ludwig flashing the Jets again, and Namazi forced to just play it out the side. They have struggled to deal with her effectively along this near sideline other than simply to play the ball out of bounds. Abby Crowley with the throw-in. She will put it into the box. Mia Reyes getting underneath. Ludwig going up for it. And Curran will get it away. Kovitz has had to go forward. That will go back and right in the breadbasket for Amy Schmoes.
That was another well-hit shot. However, Amy Schmoes was already standing right there. Perfect positioning by the keeper.
Yeah, not
no,
sure if
no real danger there.
if that was actually intended to be a shot or just a cross back in. It ended up well on frame and well placed.
Looks like we have Luis Rossler about to get ready to go into the game. My block.
Namazi will be the kicker for the Garnet. Wiederhold will try to get it. McCoy now has it. Trying to cut back in. She will lose it, but a throw-in for the Garnet. Taken by Curran. And the Garnet will instead make the substitution of Rosler coming in for Coates, while on the Haverford side they'll bring in Crepes. Wiederhold fighting for it. Takes a shot,
Way
but
to take him. We haven't tested the keeper at all, have we?
There was that
Well,
early shot that
yeah.
forced the diving save.
Matty
yes,
Cairns,
yes,
yes.
yes, 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 yes.
Good hit.
But besides that, really, there's been nothing
It's
to
been 2 and 3,
to work the keeper. The Haverford backline has really been solid in all phases. It seems they're playing a. Oh no, they're playing 4 in the back. I thought one of them was an extra midfielder.
Namazi will chase it down.
Good.
Creeps into that role that Ludwig was previously in, it seems. Curran trying to push forward to Wiederhold. Now, Garnet struggling just to string passes together here, especially in the attacking half. That's too far ahead for Gross, and he'll go all the way out of bounds, throwing for Rosler. Goes to Ruoff. It's taken away. Ludwig now. As a number of white jerseys converge
Namazi
around
tripped
here.
up there.
Be a free kick for the Garnet inside their own half. Namazi. Just forward. Kovitz got in the midfield. Kovitz trying to pass forward, and Sophia Stills.
Great touch. Marin McCoy to Sophia Stills. Let's see what she can do in there. Oh,
great cut
baby.
there.
Oh, come on.
A shot from
Ah.
McCoy right at Hans.
Oh, that was fun. That was fun. That was fun.
Great play there by McCoy to make some space. First, the back heel cut. Fakes once. Had room to shoot. However, straight into the hands of Julie Hans. Straight into the Hans of Hans.
Okay, Santi.
God.
I see you.
I don't know why. I'm feeling punny today.
Oh my, yeah. Well, there was a
A car
car,
joke.
yes, couple of cars.
A
joke.
couple of car
put,
jokes.
Put the brakes on car. Except he had the last
We're
laugh
gonna
'cause
work
he
on
scored the
this.
game winner.
We're going to work
Yeah.
on this.
Namazi with
Let's see if
Crepes
she's got it. She's got it. She's
running
got
on.
it. Oh. Ah, beautiful.
And she will lead that out of bounds for the goal kick.
All right, so I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling a bit more of energy after that one play. So I hope they are too,
I just.
because that's what matters.
Boys will go short to Moser. Stills fighting for in the midfield. Trying to play it ahead, but a bit too far ahead.
I also feel. I'm sorry. I'm just really stuck on this Kovitz in central midfield conundrum.
Yes, you are.
But Haverford is playing with some very strong midfielders right now, and Kovitz may be a track star, right? She has like game-breaking speed, but she gets on the ball and she's physically hounded by these defenders. She doesn't have time to turn on the jets. She just gets bodied quickly off the ball. Maybe by putting her on the wing, she'd be faced with smaller wingers and wingbacks,
Right.
allowing her to exert her influence a little bit more.
Yeah, I don't know. I can speak to the fact that Sid is very strong, but I think you're right. I think we could utilize her speed, and I think she is strong through her speed. And if the speed isn't there, then
Yeah, like through building speed.
Exactly.
Momentum. Mass
Exactly.
times velocity.
Ah,
Gotta have the velocity.
gotta. Yeah.
So nearly settle for Stills. Through ball, but nobody on the other end. Turf playing quickly today. It has been consistently damp out there.
Yeah, it rained throughout the men's game.
You know what the reason could be is that Amy Harrison
Harris.
start, right? She normally starts.
Right.
I knew she had something the past week that she had to attend to, but that could be why there is this whole dilemma of the middle. I've totally forgotten that. That's why. Because I
And
see her warming
yeah,
up
she's
and getting
preparing
ready to
to
go
come on
in.
now,
Yeah, yeah.
along with Grace Taylor.
So I wonder if he's going to move Sid back out with this switch right now.
will come on. Taylor coming on
Oh.
for Wiederholm, and actually they'll just bring
Okay.
on Harris for Kovitz.
Yeah. So I wonder, Santi, if Coach Ankaitis is also thinking what you're thinking, if we'll see a switch in the second half. Because I think you're right. I think that's yeah.
I think the coach is thinking the same thing as we are up here.
Too bad we'll never know.
Will be a throw in for Rosler. Goes for Stills.
Yeah, let's see what she can do. Oh, get so excited.
Out of bounds, but a throw in for the Garnet. This is McCoy, I think. McCoy lifts one up. Taylor trying to get underneath. Namazi keeps it in.
Oh, cut him.
And trying to play Taylor
Let's
through
see.
there.
Oh, she knew Sophia was coming.
Inside 5 minutes to play now in this first half. Haverford leading 1-0.
I think we'll see an energy change in SWAT second half. I sure hope so, but I could just imagine that halftime talk being full of energy.
Yeah, but really what's lacking the most is any form of product in the final third.
Yeah.
Because despite having conceded the goal, that's almost like a
Oh,
Ooh,
Schmoyes is
too
off her
soon,
line.
okay.
That's great defense.
Yike. Major yike.
By Rosler.
and it's a goal kick. Rosler's positioning there just forced the forward to change her
My
shot
girl.
up.
Yeah, fantastic job by Rosler to close out there.
Yes,
That was
Lou.
Emily Thyssen with the shot, almost a second one, just as I was talking about Swarthmore's defensive solidity. But, I mean, besides that moment right there, which ended in a great defensive play by Rosler,
Right.
Swarthmore's been really solid defensively. That goal was kind of a, I'm not going to say a fluke because it takes
Oh,
a
here we
lot
Taylor
of
trying
skill.
to play
come on.
Stills forward.
Oh,
Too much on
man.
that ball.
Man, that could have been great.
Pass too strong there. Stills is quick, not that quick.
Right.
And the goalie is taking her time.
Naturally.
Sky high kick. Kingurzo
Good bounce there for the forward.
went over the head of Kingurzo as she tried to play it back. Gross.
Okay, here we go. Okay, yes.
Harris to
Get
Taylor.
that man on ya.
Back for Namazi. Now all the way back to Moser.
See, I liked what Harris did there. She took her time on the ball. She connected a pass, and then now we're connecting passes back here. Let's see if we can do it up there.
Namazi trying to push forward to
Oh,
Stills.
and Stills can't get a touch.
Out of bounds, thrown for the forwards. Yeah, I mean, I do think the energy there, I think just the execution has definitely been lacking. And a lot of credit has to be given to Haverford's defense with the swarming double teams. You know, just they've been incredibly solid here, and they've brought the pressure and prevented the Garnet from having too many opportunities inside their attacking third.
Yeah. The Force have really shown no sign of slowing down right now, but it'll be interesting to see if they can continue this pace throughout the match, because they have really just been running at almost 100% all game long, both when attacking and defending.
Led back to Hans, and she will let fly. Ruoff got her head on. Only stands 5'3", but a force on the field. McCoy trying to get around the edge. That cannot be kept in at the back line. It'll be a corner kick. I forgot what the word was for a second. Corner kick for the Garnet.
Namazi and Moser both up there. Hit the header. Right now, Swarthmore has a lot of height in that box. Played short, however.
McCoy takes a shot. Hans
Man.
makes the save.
Punched out there by Hans. Actually, it's
Looks
interesting.
like a great save.
It looked like a cross there from McCoy. And
Curran puts it over the top, but into the hands of Hans.
well punched out there by Hans.
Yeah, I'm not sure what her intention was quite
Yeah.
on that ball.
Maybe she didn't even know.
Yeah.
We have about 10 seconds left in the first half.
Namazi gets her head on. Kingurzo play it up ahead, and that will end the first half. It's Haverford ahead. The difference, a beautiful half volley from Katie Safter that Amy Schmoitz just could not handle. The Garnet trail 1-0 as we head to the half. Thanks for joining us on the Garnet Sports Network. We'll be back in about 15 minutes for second half action.
Centennial Conference is about balance. We want the students to become the best they can be in the classroom, the best they can be in their athletic pursuits, and our colleges do everything we can to enhance that. You're going to feel the exact same things that you would feel as a Division I or Division II athlete in the Centennial Conference. You're going to feel the heart racing. Your teammates are going to be cheering you on. You're going to be in that huddle, firing each other up, getting ready for the opening tip or the first kickoff. All of this is what we look for and we hope that our students get to achieve in the conference. When you look at the rivalries in our conference, and these schools have competed against each other for over a century. To be able to turn them over to talented faculty and talented coaches to bring out what we all know is there, that athletic ability, that ability to achieve in the classroom, the ability to achieve in the lab. The community that we build within the Centennial Conference is truly special. We have 11 schools that are competing at everything they do. They're competing for the best faculty, they're competing for the best students, they're putting together the best facilities. There are 43 conferences, and I feel that the Centennial Conference is at the top of Division III.
1, 2, 3,
On the field of competition, you're going to be a starter, you're going to be a key reserve. You may be an all-conference player, you may be an all-American player. In the classroom, you are going to achieve great things. You could be on the dean's list. You could receive a departmental award. You could receive the college's highest prize when all is said and done. It's the ability to provide that kind of balance to allow a student to achieve in both ends, which makes the Centennial Conference remarkable. Together, we are driven.
1, 2, 3.
To motivate, to challenge, to lead. Every practice, every play, every day, every season. 11 schools together in competition. We are the Centennial Conference. Centennial Conference is about balance. We want the students to become the best they can be in the classroom, the best they can be in their athletic pursuits, and our colleges do everything we can to enhance that. You're going to feel the exact same things that you would feel as a Division I or Division II athlete in the Centennial Conference. You're going to feel the heart racing. Your teammates are going to be cheering you on. You're going to be in that huddle, firing each other up, getting ready for the opening tip or the first kickoff. All of this is what we look for and we hope that our students get to achieve in the conference. When you look at the rivalries in our conference, and these schools have competed against each other for over a century. To be able to turn them over to talented faculty and talented coaches to bring out what we all know is there, that athletic ability, that ability to achieve in the classroom, the ability to achieve in the lab. The community that we build within the Centennial Conference is truly special. We have 11 schools that are competing at everything they do. They're competing for the best faculty, they're competing for the best students, they're putting together the best facilities. There are 43 conferences, and I feel that the Centennial Conference is at the top of Division III.
1, 2, 3.
On the field of competition, you're going to be a starter, you're going to be a key reserve. You may be an all-conference player, you may be an all-American player.
Welcome back to the Garnet Sports Network. We are set to start off the second half here. The Garnet trailing 1-0 at the moment in a matchup of playoff-bound teams. My name is Jacob Brady, joined by Lauren Savo and Santi Caicedo on the call.
Yeah.
What have y'all seen so far out of the Garnet as they trail here 1-0?
Go ahead.
No, you can go first.
Well, I feel like they haven't been able to stamp their usual dominance over this game. The scoreline reflects that. Really, the physicality and intensity of this Haverford team has kind of really almost thrown them for a loop. They haven't been able to create many clear-cut opportunities, and when they have, they really haven't been able to produce good shots to really put the keeper to work.
Comes Sydney West out wide.
Yeah, I think it's been a tough game. I think Haverford has really come out to play because if they get a W out of this game, I think they have a shot at going to the conferences, and I think that's what they're playing for tonight. And I think Swatch is figuring out how to deal with that, especially that they're being swarmed, like double-bodied up in the forward line, and I think that's something different that they're trying to work through literally and figuratively. So, yeah, that's my spiel on that.
Chantal Reyes into the game for the Garnet. In goal, placing Schmoes. Moser will trying to look for, I think Kovitz there, as she has maybe come up a little bit. Still playing in the middle, but maybe a little bit higher than she was before. And they'll be thrown for the Garnet at the far sideline. On the ground to Wiederhold. And that's lifted ahead. Here's Kovitz out wide. If she can get this ball, she could run away with it. Kept in at the sideline by Wiederhold. Out of bounds, thrown for the Garnet. Will be taken by Kern.
It appears almost like Kovitz and Wiederhold have switched spots. Wiederhold playing much deeper so far. And Kovitz has really been kind of making a couple of runs to the wing. It's possible that Ankadis gave her kind of some freedom to open up to the wing as long as she kind of centered back up after the play ended.
King got the ball near the top of the 18, but couldn't do anything with it. So go back down, controlled off the chest by Curran. And she will pop it forward. Actually, that was Namazi, excuse me. Hard to see here. Namazi will push forward. Kingurzo out wide, Curran. Kovitz connecting with Wiederhold there. King trying to come back for it, and that's cleared down off the head of Namazi. Kovitz. Now Kingurzo. Here's Coates. Plays it to King right along the sideline. Oh, and King got tripped up there, but no call. Here comes Selecki. And Moser back to it. Clears it out the side. Haverford throwing. Taken by Kelly Brown. Moser on the ball. Push ahead. McCoy tries to lay off for Cairns. Ball out of bounds, throwing for the forwards. Brown again. And a foul called on Coates as Ludwig went down there. Safter, who has the lone goal here tonight, will take this free kick.
This could be a dangerous play here. Kind of a good area for a cross.
Stafter in towards the penalty spot. That's headed out. Pushing up the sideline, but that's cleared back in. But sells at the feet of Kingurzo. She goes to King. Trying to play it into space for Coates. Just too much on that ball.
It was a good idea there. If Coates had been able to make it to the ball, she would have had acres of space. However, the pass was a little too strong there by Lizzie King. That looks like a handball.
Yeah. Appeared that way to me.
Referee says it hit her torso.
Ludwig has got it, and she's flashing her speed again, running past Kingurzo. She's got Namazi on her down in the corner. Cross chipped through the box, and Namazi will lead it out of bounds. It'll be a goal kick for Reyes.
Wow.
Karen's fighting for it there in the midfield, loses it. Ludwig will pass out wide for West. She's got Coates on her.
I think with this weather, a lot of us have coats on them.
McCoy.
Santi.
She
I wish I had another coat on me. I'm freezing in here.
tries to lift it for Wiederhold. Wiederhold's got it, trying to get around the edge. Wiederhold takes a shot. It's loose.
Baby.
And Hans.
Man.
Ambitious
That's my girl.
effort.
Yeah. It's a shame nobody was running onto it from the Garnet just to clean up.
Hits it from
There
great diving save there by Hans.
Yeah, there was a rebound, and if McCoy had just continued her run into the box, she might have had a chance on that ball. Terrence tries to flick it ahead for Kovitz, too far. Moser settles it.
Hans looks like she may be a little more difficult to score on than some of the other goalkeepers Swarthmore has faced. I remember in a couple of games they were playing against goalies who were 5'2". Hans is 5'7", and she's really shown the talent for diving. Both of her saves have come out like being off, really not shots that came closer, but she had to extend to get to them. So she may be trickier than what Swarthmore has faced in the past.
Be a thrown for the forwards at the far sideline. Goes into the middle for Griezmann. Sydney West trying to get around the edge. Coates once again in defense. And too far for Ludwig as Moser will walk it out of bounds. Again, the tempo really being controlled inside the Swarthmore defensive half, and perhaps that's why Amy Harris will be brought on now. Or shortly. Be a free kick for the Garnet. Taken by Moser. Play it short with the around to Namazi. Here comes Sydney West running through the middle. West trying to turn back to it.
Oh, I forgot. Switch sides.
Wrong team, yeah. We are wearing the white jerseys.
Oh my gosh. Whoop.
Yeah, don't tell us that you actually go to Haverford, Savo.
Actually, I do take a class at Haverford.
okay.
Thank you very much.
There it is.
So
That-
you're a
it all
double
makes sense
agent.
now.
Yeah. Found out the truth about you.
Yike, I've been exposed.
Amy Harris now will come on for Maddie Cairns. Gives them a little bit of a greater degree of ball control in the midfield. Headed
Win
forward by
Sen.
Kingurzo.
What's new? What's new?
Curran pops it up in the air. Kovitz trying to come onto that ball out of bounds. It'll be throwing for Haverford.
Ooh, you got air.
Kovitz able to spin back to it. She will push it over the top.
Oh, here comes King. Wow, look how fast she is.
Both King and McCoy
Oh, come on.
running onto
Weak
it.
clearance there by the keeper.
Sliced it. And taken away by Kovitz.
There she goes, huh? Oh.
Trying to push it in.
Yeah.
A little bit too much traffic there. Kingurzo.
Oh.
King trying to spin it.
Oh.
For McCoy, still loose.
Ooh, nice touch.
Curran is there. Puts it
Good
over the
good
top.
ball.
Lizzie
Come
King.
on, Lizzie King.
Oh, wow.
That was an
Okay.
excellent pass there by Melissa Curran. Really on the money.
On the money.
And a great first touch there by
Yeah.
King, but some great reactionary defending there by Haverford.
The infamous parent cheer making an appearance on tonight's game.
It will be Amy Harris on the delivery. Lifts that one.
Come on, guys. Come on.
Punched out by Hans.
Harris tries to push it back in, and eventually it'll be cleared away. Coates.
The
I
ball almost gets over Kelly Brown there.
Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen, / was hoping for. Yeah, it's
She
okay.
just had that great tackle against King to prevent a goal scoring opportunity as well. She's
Yeah.
been very solid
Yeah.
throughout the game.
Yeah, she has.
McCoy off the outside of her foot trying to get to King. Not quite enough on it. Now it's Kelly Brown.
Ooh.
But then is McCoy. Planted a little awkwardly. Be a throw-in for the Fords. Kelly Brown near sideline gets it into Selecki. Out of bounds, another throw-in for the Fords. Ludwig. He's got McCoy on her. Still Ludwig takes a shot. And Rhea is able to grab it.
Good play, too. Right here.
Yeah,
The ball to Curry.
that was a nice outlet pass by Regis.
Kovitz
Oy.
taken away from her.
Okay,
She gets fouled.
we'll take it.
Be a free kick for the Garnet, about 10 yards past midfield. Be the foot of Moser.
Moser will send it in.
Will this get to McCoy?
Oh, man.
But it will be a corner for the Garnet.
Thank God. Let's see if we can put something on this.
Headed backwards by the defender. Smart by McCoy not to try and get a touch on it.
Oh, here goes in Sophia Stills for Brittany Wiederhold.
Yeah, brings a little bit more height, especially on this set piece that Harris, will once again deliver. Short in towards the goal mouth. Namazi's trying to get the head on Stills, the via volley.
Ah!
And eventually it's
Good
cleared
defense.
away.
Good
Yeah.
Haverford clearance. Good Haverford clearance. Let's watch this replay.
Now, good initial shot there by Stills, blocked
Yeah.
by a defender. That would have been perfect place to strike. Hans was still on the ground.
Headed back. Kovitz trying to get underneath. Now go out of bounds. Chipped up into the air. Still trying to get underneath.
See McCoy can get it.
And she
Lovely use of long legs.
does, sort of, in a way. And now the foul
wow,
gets
there
called.
you go.
Calls a
Interesting.
foul after the advantage there.
It's like Haverford doesn't agree.
Yeah, Haverford is not happy with that call.
Eleanor Moser will be, once again, delivering. Hannah Crepes preparing to come on for the Fords, brings good pace. Moser lifting that down the middle of the box, left it a little short. It's a
Handball.
sneak on the clearance and a handball, yeah. And this is a dangerous position there.
Sydney West there with the handball on the clearance.
About 25 yards out. Right side of the box.
Is McCoy a lefty?
Yeah.
Oh,
She is a
I would,
natural
Alright.
lefty.
I would absolutely shoot that right there.
I hope so. I hope so.
Over the wall. Near post.
Now you're-
And she
now you're
bended in.
dreaming.
McCoy takes a
goes
shot at the
far
far post.
Man, I
Oh,
thought,
wow.
I thought
It
for
was-
a second.
Yeah, I thought
Inches
Man.
wide.
I thought that was in.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
That was a beautiful hit.
Oh, Marin McCoy, I love you.
Oh, and she did the opposite. She decided to go to the goalkeeper's side on the free kick, try and catch her by surprise, and it appeared she had,
It would have worked.
Yeah.
as Hans had already started to run to the far post. Oh, that free kick goes just wide.
Yeah, that would have taken a
That-
real full extension to even put a finger on that.
Yeah.
Moser lifts it. McCoy off the head.
I just want to point out that's something interesting there. A lot of times when you kind of have those headers that just go straight up into the air, the players lose sight of where the ball is. And I've seen that a lot in the men's soccer games. But Marin McCoy, she headed that and knew exactly where it was.
Yeah.
Still was trying to flick it forward to McCoy and instead plays it out of bounds, so it'll be a throw-in. Coates is there. That'll go out of bounds off of Crepes, thrown for the Garnet. McCoy, long throw.
Takes a favorable bounce.
Coates trying to jump
Come
for
on,
a
come on.
king.
Ah,
Unable to get.
It always
touch
seems
on.
like we're so close. Man.
There is a
Literally.
Haverford player down
Love the find.
inside
Goal amongst.
the box. We will take a short break as she has attempted to do. Abby Crowley able to walk off under her own power, so that's always good to see.
She'd already been playing there with a wrap over her right knee,
Yeah.
if you had seen, so.
Hopefully this wasn't a left knee thing.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
Let's limit the damage to one leg.
Pass it back to Moser. Pass around to Namazi. Kovitz tried to play it to Harris, but was fouled from behind.
One advantage about that strength thing we brought up in the first half, Kovitz has been able to draw a couple fouls around midfield, which set up Swarthmore for some dangerous crosses from Moser.
Moser on the delivery once again. Used to see Namazi in this role, though she's been a supplanted ball up in the air. Hans comes out. She is down.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Oh, my God. I'm dying over here.
Hans was out of position there, but the Garnet could not put it into goal.
That is the second time that Hans has really come out of her goal and
not
been able to punch the ball out properly, leaving it for seconds. Swarthmore needs to be able to take advantage of that.
Passes out wide for Sydney West, and Coates will clear it at the side. Isabella Gross coming back on for the Fords. She will take the throw. Coates able to get a foot on. And Kovitz will clear away. Stills off the chest. That's just taken away from her cleanly. Gross.
One more. Yeah, there it is.
Kovitz over to Namazi. Here's Namazi. Stills. That'll be a throw-in, far sideline.
I think we can clearly say that so far this half, Swarthmore has been able to maybe not regain their dominance, but set themselves apart as the better team in the half.
I would agree, yeah.
Here comes McCoy.
They just haven't been able to find that product yet.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it just feels like it's been a game of a half of Swarthmore going in and attacking, and Haverford just clearing it, and then Swarthmore repeating the process. Oh, that's a good ball.
Ball through. Stills trying to get on that a bit. Oh,
it looks like a corner.
Got deflected, yeah.
Hey, I'm here for that.
So Stills able to win a corner for the Garnet.
I half expected her to cut inside and
so
then
too.
shoot.
Who is that?
For a second, I thought that was Thunder, and then I realized it was the fans.
Was that Ali Sheev on the
corner chair? Indeed, it was.
Okay. I don't think we've seen her yet this season.
There you go.
Corner will go out to Coates.
Okay, Eleanor, the wall.
Pass looking for Ludwig will go out of bounds. Throw will be taken by Coates. A generous lead up the sideline.
Throw in for Haverford. I'm not a fan of the referee's whistle. It looks like a yellow card.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking that first half too. We'll have to tell him.
Moser passes it back down. Harris, the midfield, will lead Kern forward into space.
Okay, come on.
Kern out wide.
Oh,
Good
the
cut.
King trying to center it, but right at Hans.
Hans will take her time again.
Still is able to get to this ball. Back to Harris. Forward to Kovitz. Oh, and got bumped there. No call.
Now it's
Crepes running in on Coates. Tried to center it, but Moser is there. Thrown for the Fords. Boy down in the corner is not sure who that is, but
It's a coach.
That was
well, the
That was
Haverford
Gross.
player.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh,
Gross.
oh,
Excuse
oh,
me. Yes, I hope I can recognize all of our players by appearance at this point. Throne will be taken by Coates. To Harris. Pokes it over the top, still is trying to run on, and it is forced out the side.
Still's really showing her remarkable pace there, almost getting onto that through ball. A good last second clearance.
Cleared out of bounds once again. Be another throw in for the Garnet. Taken by Kingerzo, believe.
Yeah, that's Sun. She has a long throw.
And out of bounds once again, another throw. Taken by Curran this time. Out of bounds again, another throw. Stuck on the sideline here.
Oh.
Trying to spin back there, but didn't actually have the ball was McCoy. Out of bounds. Thrown will be taken quickly by McCoy, trying to go to Stills, and Hans comes off her line to grab that up.
Hans has had a really good game, apart from those punching incidents. Either she needs to trust her defense and let them clear it, or find a way to get her hand on the ball because she has left balls just in the box there for Swarthmore to try and take advantage of.
Megan Ruoff looks set to come back onto the pitch for the Garnet. Stills. She's got King out wide.
McCoy making a run as well. Oh, and that's a poor pass.
Yeah.
Coates has got it. Looking long.
Oh.
King's got that.
Yeah, she does.
Tries to put the cross back.
Gross is able to keep it in.
Moser up ahead.
Mm.
And Gross's ball that time. Oh, that is a free kick?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gross was clipped there by Coates.
Coates. Lizzie King. Harris couldn't quite punch it forward to Stills. Out of bounds,
Swarthmore
thrown
ball.
Garnet. And Megan Ruoff is coming on for Kovitz. Kingerzo. King tried to get back to it. Moser.
Yeah, that was a good play by Moser.
Trying to go over the top that time. Ruoff, can she clean it up? She's got it.
Good.
McCoy. Trying to get to the edge.
Boy used her body well there, but Grace Mathis, very persistent in defense, was able to get it out anyway.
Ruoff trying to track it down the corner. Instead, it's cleared away. Back now, Moser. Chip it forward. And a foul goes against the Garnet.
Foul on Sophia Stills. Foul by Sophia Stills.
So sent down the near sideline for Gross. Coates is tight on her. Go out of bounds, and good pressure from Coates to force the throw-in. Stills with her back to goal, tries to push it to King. Out of bounds, throw-in for Gross and the forwards. Griezmann looking for Gross that time with King on her. And
King grabs her nose. That really bounced off her face. Looking for blood.
Kingurzo.
Oh, a dangerous pass.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was
slow
dangerous.
roller there.
Good job by Moser to get to it.
Stills trying to get underneath and flick it forward, and too far for King. Harris trying to play through McCoy. And
Right,
here's
Curran.
Curran. Trying to get the edge. But that'll be a Haverford throw-in. Trying to push it up the sideline. Damie Harris has her pass blocked. Oh, that's a nice ball to
Well-placed
Gross.
ball to Gross.
Yeah.
Oh, great job there by Namazi to block that pass out.
Would have been more dangerous if.
The winger would have been all alone and in on goal.
Gross lays it off for Crepes. Throw in for Gross, excuse me. Coates gets her head on. King is there.
Come on.
Inside the box. Namazi took a tumble there. And a foul called.
I'm not sure I saw the foul there,
Yeah, me neither.
but I'll take it.
I agree. Haverford seems to be getting a lot of calls against them.
Moser.
Could just be a side effect of that aggressive style of defense they're playing.
Yeah.
Wiederhold is preparing to come on for the Garnet. Stills gets on it. And here's Stills trying to push it forward
Yes!
for McCoy.
Oh my goodness, the
can't get back
bounce
to it.
again.
It's a good ball, just barely. I think it was just touched by Griezmann, who's just able to kind of flick it off.
Wiederhold will come on for Lizzie King, who has struggled a little bit to make her presence felt on the pitch here tonight.
King has not been as effective as we've seen her in the past.
Ruoff will pass it all the way back to Namazi. Pushes up. Stills tried to turn onto it. Cleared out of bounds. And that's boomed out the far sideline, and it will be a throw-in for the Garnet. Stills trying to turn back towards goal. Instead, she'll play it for Harris.
Stills heads it on.
Harris tracking back. Pushed forward by Curran. Good job by McCoy to force that out of bounds. It'll be a throw for the forwards.
Coming in is Mia Regis, freshman midfielder for Haverford College.
Pass up ahead. Right at midfield. Harris has got it now. This will settle back all the way from Moser.
Mm.
Oh, and the pass here looking for Gross. Can she run it down?
It's like a foot race. Wow.
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Oh, and Coates is
Yeah. Slow to get up.
slow, but she
But
gets
she's
up.
walking
Yeah,
it off.
back up on her feet.
That's the coats, I know.
The interesting play. A great, if slightly hard through ball. And Coates actually outpaced Gross, who looked like she was about to get to the ball before they got tangled up there.
I feel like there's less switching the point of attack, switching like the field today from SWAT.
Yeah.
I miss that.
Wiederhold to Kingerzo.
I feel a lot like they're also playing down the middle.
Yeah, too much.
Yeah.
Even when they give the ball to their wingers, they don't, as they say, they don't go heels to the line
Oh,
very
nice.
often.
Yeah,
It's a
they're-
good run by McCoy.
Oh,
and
we
shot
I
into the
thought.
side netting.
Yeah.
Maybe a little selfish
Yeah,
there.
I was
She had
about to
runners in
say.
the middle.
Yeah, she had Stills, Wiederhold, and Ruoff coming in. And was just put it just off target.
Yeah, but as y'all were mentioning with the wingers, I think what we've seen in the past is that your first look when you get the ball as a winger is upfield as opposed to in towards the middle, which is really what's been happening today.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. And maybe because they're playing with less traditional wingers today, they may have less of an emphasis on playing along the wing. You know, if they were playing, let's say, with their most common starting 11, right, with Kovitz playing as a winger, not as a midfielder, we might be seeing something different today. But I mean, starting today, it was Marin McCoy was the number 9, and Wiederhold and King respectively were playing winger. Well, they're both strikers, so it may just have been a consequence of who was playing.
Mia Reyes with the ball at her feet tries to get it ahead to Ludwig. Instead, it'll settle for Curran.
Good ball.
Here's Wiederhold now.
All right, Britt, show me what you got.
Wiederhold trying to cut in to the left.
Ooh.
Takes a shot just wide there.
Good shot there by Wiederhold.
It's like we have Kovitz and King coming in for SWAT.
But I have a feeling that had that been on target, Hans would have been all over it.
Yeah.
Yeah, didn't get
Enough
much power behind
yeah.
it. Yeah, exactly.
And Hans has just really been on top of her game today.
Because Hans there had to come all the way over from her far post to cover up that shot, but with the pace at which it was sent, no problem getting over to cover. Be a throw-in for Griezmann. Moser trying to track down in the corner.
And she'll
Good
just
body.
shield it out of bounds. Good job by
Yes,
Moser.
Eleanor Moser.
And Kovitz will come on now, but she is remaining in that midfield position.
Coach Ankaitis really sticking to
Yeah.
his pregame decision,
Not what we thought, huh?
playing forwards as wingers.
Yeah, we thought might change up things a little, change up some tactical things during halftime. Has chosen not to do so, and the Garnet are shut out through 83 minutes and find themselves trailing 1-0, especially. More of the cause for concern here.
Yeah, I just feel that, like, after seeing what Haverford had been able to do throughout the first half, halftime would just be a great time to switch up the tactics, try and adjust it to how the game was going. But really, everything kind of stayed the same. And And even though Swarthmore has had a little more influence than they had in the first half, they haven't been able to influence the most important thing, which is the result.
I'll go out of bounds off of Kovitz. Throw in. Taken by Griezmann. Off that a Wiederhold. Kingurzo knocks it down. Kingurzo over the top. Stills now. Out wide from McCoy. And Kovitz has got it. Passes to McCoy. Here's McCoy. Takes a shot. Wide again. Can't get it back on frame.
Almost the exact same shot as she took the previous time.
Yeah.
Powerful effort, just
Maybe an end line play could work.
couldn't get it on target.
Yeah, we've seen those used effectively from the guard in the pass. Run the ball down to the end line and then try to push it back towards the area of the penalty spot, but I haven't seen those today.
Lizzie King just checked back in.
Yeah, they took Brittany out.
Just hypothetically speaking, right now would be a perfect time for a switch.
Oh, yeah.
She would have
Look at all that space.
acres to run.
Here's Kingurzo.
Right here, too.
Can she lead her forward? Tried to go down the middle instead.
Put out by Griezmann.
Nice touch by Eleanor.
One big difference, though. The professional Griezmann is a striker.
This Griezmann, yes.
Kendra
Is
Griezmann
not.
is a
Thank
center
you.
defender
Yes.
who has just been having a wonderful game. And they're
Yes.
oh wow,
That is the one difference between the two.
yes.
Just that one difference.
Oh, and also their nationality,
Yes,
Yes,
that
exactly
is
that
the
too.
only other difference.
of course.
Got Kovitz here. Here's sideline. Coates now. Trying to get it to McCoy. Left it a little short. She had to come back for it.
Good job by Coates to get the ball there.
Look out. Yep.
Yeah,
Yep,
pass out
come
wide
on.
to King. Puts
Oh,
the cross.
where are we?
Oh, that's a
No,
goal.
that's-
Yes, baby!
Is that in?
Yeah,
Oh, wow, that's it right there. I didn't even notice.
and it's
Oh, it's an
1-1.
equalizer for
I am
the
here for
Garnet.
this.
Just under 4 minutes left.
Wow, I need to see that again because I did not realize that was in the back of the net. Oh, yeah, it's Hans on the failed clearance and Marin
Man.
McCoy.
And that is the
Wow.
third time
Yes.
that Hans has been unable to punch the ball out, and Haverford
Yes.
finally paid the price.
Wow.
Marin McCoy getting her 10th goal
Yes, Marin.
of the season.
That's my friend. Let's go. Let's go.
And the Garnet
Ooh.
have life back. And let's remember, there is overtime.
There is overtime, and there is approximately
3 minutes
Well,
left.
Which
on the clock outside.
Oh,
it says
4
about
minutes
4.
left.
4 minutes
I
left, yeah.
apologize.
Every minute counts now.
we,
More so.
we forgot that there was overtime in the men's soccer game earlier.
Oh, yeah.
Admittedly, it didn't affect the result, but
Yeah.
I did get here on time for the 7 o'clock game and had to wait 40 minutes, though. That's okay. It was worth
Coach
it.
pops it up, stills,
Yeah, let's watch
knocks
this energy
down,
challenge.
and puts it behind King. Be a thrown for the Garnet. Punched up ahead. Moser trying to track down with Reyes coming on, and Chantal Reyes will
Yes, Chantal.
left a little short though.
All right,
But
Seneca,
here
come
comes
on now.
Kingurzo to ignite the counterattack for the Garnet.
Swarthmore
Megan
pushing
Ruoff.
upfield quickly.
Let's just do it now. Let's just do it now.
The Garnet have numbers,
Come on,
and this
Lizzie
pass
King.
goes to King out wide. Here's King dancing
Oi,
into the
support
corner.
her. Where is her support?
Keeping in the end line now. Here's
Look at her, look at her, look
Kovitz.
at her.
Oh,
King
great
trying to dance
turn.
the cross.
Man.
Ruoff right at Hans.
A lovely move there by Lizzie King, who after that final substitution has already had 2 big plays. And Ruoff just gets poor contact on that shot, straight into the hands of Hans.
Yeah, couldn't get the power behind it. She had the right idea on the redirect, but you just got to smash that home.
And Lizzie King, after kind of having a quiet evening throughout most of the game, these last 5 minutes has come alive
Yeah. Thank God.
with the assist for Marin McCoy. Oh,
Namazi.
oh, Namazi.
He is heavily pressured there by Ludwig and has to pass back to Moser, who will clear away. Stills trying to run on. Oh, that'll come back to Hans. Kovitz gets underneath. And McCoy passes forward.
Oh.
Kovitz.
Come on, Kovitz.
She's got King next to her.
Ay,
Kovitz took a
babe.
shot. Didn't have a good angle on there. She had to wrap it around her defender.
Great job by Kovitz to get on that ball in the first place. I keep thinking it's Thunder.
It would fit the
This-
mood.
Left short, but Kingurzo can't keep it in. Touch goes out of bounds. Throw to Reyes.
Is it golden goal overtime?
It is
Yes.
golden goal.
A lot of potential for a heartbreaker, as we saw earlier today.
This will go back to Reyes. We'll boot it forward. Kingurzo manages to force it
A
to
good
McCoy.
turn by McCoy.
All right, Marin.
In
You
the
got 40
final
seconds.
minute. Trying to push it to
Aye.
King, and the touch goes.
Yeah, that's a
to
good idea.
Hans. Yeah, heavily pressured in the back there by Kelly Brown.
Swat's looking for a regular time win.
Trying
As
to
a-
put it. Can
Ah.
Stills get to it? Whitekind gets it out of the box.
Just Swarthmore's ball with 14 seconds left.
Stills. She's got King.
Still enough time for some magic.
Beside Kovitz. Side of the box. McCoy takes a shot. Could that drop in? No. Hans snatches out of the air. We are headed to overtime here. Tied up 1-1 between the Garnet and the Forwards. Welcome back to the Garnet Sports Network. We are set for overtime here. From Clothier Field Stadium, Jacob Brady, Santiago Caicedo, and Lauren Savo back on the call.
Yep.
And that was a direct start from Swarthmore.
Coates will play it back to Moser. Now the swing to Namazi. She is looking for Grace Taylor, who's starting off for the Garnet. And here comes Marin, trying to go down the sideline, put out of bounds by Haverford.
And this could be the half where Swarthmore really puts it together. After 90 minutes of intense play, Haverford has to be exhausted by now.
Yeah, that's a good point. I forgot about that.
McCoy will take this throw in herself. Kovitz pops it up into the air, and unable to get a clean touch
it's
there.
Still there. It's still there. Man.
Oh, that was so
Could've been
close.
it.
Lizzie King could not get the
Oh,
clean
she just-
touch on frame. Oh, my.
Couldn't hit it first time, and then on the bounce.
Come on, SWAT.
Coates able to run it down out of bounds off of her. Be a throw-in for Haverford. Out of bounds off of King. Throw-in taken by Griezmann. Out of bounds, thrown for the Garnet, will be taken by Coates. Low to Kovitz. This will settle all the way back for Namazi. Namazi pushes forward, looking for McCoy, but Safter in the way. Ludwig trying to get underneath, heads it forward. Trying to catch up to her own ball.
Oh,
And Namazi able to get back to it.
lost it for an instant, but
Marin's got it, and now Kovitz making a run.
good move there by Marin.
Oh, and here
She's
she
gonna
is.
take it.
Straight down the pipe. She's passing it
Looks
ahead to
for
King.
Lizzie King.
Here's Lizzie King.
No!
Oh, it's
What
a
a
save.
No!
by Hans.
Oh, my Lord.
And Hans's good game continues.
Yeah, this goalie, dang.
Eleanor Moser now. Gets it out wide for Curran.
Okay.
Here's McCoy.
Oh. And McCoy is offside.
Ah, okay.
Let's see a replay. That's a lovely through ball. And Lizzie just
Yeah, right into
couldn't
Hans.
get it past Hans. Hans has had a great game, just has to work on clearing the ball with her hands. But
See, this is the energy I've missed all game.
I think this is exactly what we're talking about. I think Haverford is running on fumes, and it's starting to show.
Reyes picks up, and she will boot away. Perrins tried to flick it forward. Moser will push up. Oh, and errant touch there by King. Moser. Push it ahead. McCoy, the flick forward. Grace Taylor trying to come to it, but all the way out the side. Thrown for Haverford. Amazi blocks it back in. Taylor will lead it forward for Curran. Here comes Melissa Curran.
Good run.
Oh, and loses
Can't
it.
get the pass to King.
Mozzie plays it forward. Here's King.
Do it, Marin.
Again, now McCoy takes a
Oh,
shot.
baby.
Leaves it high. This is sort of like a baseball analogy here. When you go into extra innings and you end up in, well, mostly because I spent 7 hours watching baseball last night and game 3 of the World Series, which went 18
Represent
innings.
my LA Dodgers.
But at some point, you want to hit the home run ball. You want to end the game with one swing, and that's what McCoy tried to do right there as she just hammered it over the crossbar. Thrown for the Fords.
It almost looked like it was going true, the shot at the beginning, and then it just never stopped rising.
Yeah.
Probably
That's
slows her
my-
pace to get to
that's
the
my
ball,
girl.
but no one on the other end of that tackle.
Pass it out wide for Sydney West. Don't go too far. Thrown for Coates. King.
And West gets laid out there. Free kick for Haverford.
Coates commits the foul. So a free kick will be taken, I believe, by Safter. Lift this one into the box, and it's headed out by Kingurzo. As per usual. And it'll be a throw-in. Far sideline once again for the Fords. About to say the Dodgers. My mind on baseball. That's cleared away. This ball will go all the way out the side. And a couple subs now for the Garnet. They will bring on Sophia Stills and Megan Ruoff. Namazi trying to clear ahead. Now here's Kingurzo who gets the head on. Curran's touch out of bounds. Throw-in goes to Crepes. Oh, and going end line is Safter. Reyes, loose ball.
Oh, my
and that
goodness.
skirts just wide of the crossbar.
It was a good job by Reyes to get to the ball, but it looks like it bounced off her knee. Yeah. After she dropped it, she was about to grab it again, and it just hit off her knee, putting the ball back into a dangerous position.
And it was actually the kick of Kingurzo that bounced off of Crepes and headed towards goal initially. Crosses in. Nobody able to get cleanly on the other end of it for the Fords. It'll be a throw-in for Haverford. Just about 1 minute left to play in this first half of overtime. Moser will clear forward. Crepes. There's a shot, and Reyes makes the catch.
Reyes has been calm and confident throughout the second half when she started playing. Powerful punt.
Namazi able to track back to this ball. Be clear back forward. Here's Curran. and time will expire in this first half of overtime, and we will head to the second score, still 1-1. Ten minutes left to play here, with Haverford still fighting for a spot in the playoffs. I believe, actually, if they tie, I think they're in.
Really?
My
They don't go to PKs now.
No.
No.
No, right. Yeah, if the second overtime ends without a goal,
Yeah.
Yeah, it
ends in a
just
draw.
ends in a tie.
And then SWAT's already
NFL
in,
rules.
so.
Not sure what the issue is Gettysburg. Not sure
Look
if
at her,
they
look at her.
have
Do it. There you
tied
go. Come
back.
on,
Oh,
Sophia
ball
Stills.
to Stills.
Oh,
Oh, this will settle Sydney Kovitz. Oh!
But is Sophia okay? Okay, yeah, she. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
And here we have some more Halloween costumes on the sideline.
Can't tell. I see a penguin.
Who was
And
that?
Yoshi.
Oh, Yoshi! Brings me back to my Mario Kart days.
See if we can get a replay of that play. Nearly a goal there from Sydney Kovitz. Good job by Sophia Stills to keep the play going. Takes one to the face.
This is interesting. Gettysburg tied Haverford
Really?
earlier in the season. Yeah, 0-0
So
tie.
their head-to-head is...
Oh, and they
is a
tied.
draw.
Well, no, they tied Dickinson. So I think Haverford is in. I believe, because I think Gettysburg is now 4-3-3. This just hasn't been updated. So I think that no matter what, Haverford has qualified for the conference playoffs. So
Well, I think all we know for a fact is that Bryn Mawr did not qualify.
well, that is we can't speak ill of Bryn Mawr. My brother is the field hockey coach there. I have
Oh,
a lot of love for Bryn Mawr.
I apologize.
But yes, FNM and Bryn Mawr definitely eliminated from contention.
That's okay. We all have our rough seasons.
So if indeed Haverford has qualified, as I'm fairly sure they have, congratulations to Haverford, And to any Haverford fans who are watching this stream, you have made the playoffs.
Wait,
I
my-
hope you're right, guys.
Yeah, I know. If I'm giving false hope here.
That's like
My
'Cause
my question is if Swarthmore win this, would Haverford still make it?
I don't know.
Yes.
Oh.
Because Gettysburg has 15 points, and Haverford has 16.
All right, yeah.
So, also to Haverford fans, you could just let us win here on senior day if you're watching, if the coach is watching.
Because the fans totally have control over that, right?
It's senior day. It's homecoming weekend. This should be a win. We hope.
Hey, if I was a Haverford person, that would give me just that much more incentive to put another goal in the back of the net.
Perhaps. Moser will take.
And I am 1/4 a Haverford
1/4 a
person.
Haverford.
Because I am taking one of their classes.
Eleanor Moser will put her boot behind this one as the Garnet try to put the game winner in the back of the net.
That's a
Over
good
the top
ball.
stills.
Gosh,
Hans.
that keeper. That's
And that
great
time,
stuff.
Yeah.
well punched out by
Hans.
Hans.
Julie Hans.
Left no doubt about that ball. That was going nowhere near her goal.
Would have been interesting to see
Oh, looks like someone's up.
Moser
though.
take a shot there. Oh, and Hans is down after that collision with Stills.
Yeah, definitely some hard contact there, and
It's all good.
looks like
Probably just got the wind knocked out of her a little.
popped up in the air and out of bounds. Another throw-in for the Garnet. Curran to Kovitz. McCoy fighting for it.
Good work.
Plays it into the corner. Still trying to chase. Out of bounds. Another Garnet throw-in as they slowly advance down the sideline.
Oh, the clock. Oh, I don't have any control over that. Okay, we're good. Sorry, we had fans from the audience talking to us about the clock.
Mariana Selecki coming on for the Fords.
Coming out is Hannah Crepes.
Nearly scored in that first period of overtime, on sort of unintentionally, as Ken Gurso cleared it off the leg of Crepes, and it almost went in the near post. Reyes,
Good.
good kick. Kovitz heads forward. Here's Ruoff. Ruoff
on,
trying
King.
to chip forward.
Come on, Lizzie.
King in a foot race here. She will win it. Lizzie King in the corner.
Baker.
Trying to work inside.
interesting.
Could not
Oh,
save
and
it.
the
no,
referee
no.
calls a goal kick.
Yeah, that's what I saw.
I saw a pretty clear
Maybe.
touch by the defender on the way out.
A little difficult to tell from this angle if she actually managed to play it off the defender, but it's short from Hans, but nobody able to get on the other end of it for the Garnet until it gets to midfield. Namazi, and that's headed forward from McCoy. Stills a couple steps off there. Inside 5 minutes left in this game. Thyssen. The middle, Safter will lift it.
Tried to play a through ball there, well read by Melissa Curran.
To be knocked down by West. Tries to play it into space there. Curran the first to it. Coy lets her go past her, but nobody is there. Nice pass there to Safter. Sydney West down the flank.
Tries to put a cross in, deflected off of Caroline Coach.
Throw-in taken short to Selecki. And a foul there. Be a free kick for the Garnet as they prepare to bring back on Brittany Wiederholt.
Nice.
Oh,
Come on.
Stills
Come
gets
on,
it to
McCoy.
McCoy.
Oh, no.
she
And
just
that is a
skills.
rare
Oh,
occasion
man.
where McCoy loses a physical contest. That was to number 26, Emily Thyssen.
Low ball goes back to Moser. Clear up ahead. Coates lifts it up. Oh, and Coates, good defending
Good
there.
work by Coates.
Oh, and she will get it quickly to King. Here comes Lizzie King
We need
down the
people
edge.
in there. We need
McCoy
people
making
in
a run
there.
across. Oh,
Oh.
Kovitz got the touch
Man.
on. Can she chase this ball down before it gets out of bounds? Not quite. Thrown for the forwards.
That ball just ricocheted off of Kovitz's foot. There was really no chance. Well stolen by Curran.
I thought King was going to look for McCoy in that situation, but put it behind her. Oh, too high for King.
Ruoff is going
Oh,
for it.
yeah. Great speed there from Megan Ruoff to keep it in. Thrown for the Garnet. Looking for Stills, but it gets back to
Crossed by
Ruoff.
Ruoff.
Lifts it up.
Oh,
And Hans
I always feel like it's always there.
able
We
to
just don't have enough
snatch
people
it.
there. Man.
And once again, Hans just pushes it straight into the feet of McCoy. McCoy puts the cross in, but Hans was able to catch it.
Coates goes up for the header. Kept in by Sydney West.
Did you already make the joke? Hans got good. Hans,
The only thing is, she doesn't really.
because she punches it. Huh?
Because she doesn't punch well. She's got good hands on when it comes to saving, but can't really clear very well with her hands. That directly led to Swarthmore's first goal.
Well, yeah, but that was also like at the end of the whole
Trying
game.
to play it forward for McCoy. That'll be put out the side. We are inside a minute to play, and the Garnet have a throw in deep inside Haverford territory. Here we go. It's the final push for the Garnet. McCoy, the throw in,
Yeah.
and Hans gets her hands on it. I tried to make that dramatic, and then it didn't end well. Kingurzo heads it back forward. Curran pushing in, and now here's Stills. Perhaps a chance for Sophia Stills. She's got Ruoff in the middle and nobody on the other end of that pass.
Still in bounds, and it looks like this game will end in a draw.
That it will have it. That's a good result for Haverford, able to pull off a draw against the number 2 ranked. Yes, and we have the official result. So Swarthmore finishes as the number 2 seed in the conference. They are going down the road to Johns Hopkins and Baltimore, Maryland to take on McDaniel in the conference semifinals. The winner of that game will likely face Johns Hopkins in the conference finals. For all of us here tonight, it's been a pleasure calling games this season. To our fans, we appreciate your support of Swarthmore Athletics. Hopefully this will not be our last home game of the season.
Yeah,
it would
I hope
be
not.
great if we
Yeah.
were to host some NCAA tournament games. We'll see if that happens. Hopefully we'll be back here this year. If not, we look forward to the 2019 season and all that it will bring. Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
I would just like to give a small shout out, to my girlfriend Maria Jose, who's watching me in Bogota, Colombia. Gorda, hola, te amo. I'll see you soon. Good night, everybody.
Okay, that was sweet.